morning, Pisces. Good morning. I hope you guys had a good night's sleep. I hope you woke up today feeling happy, safe, and peaceful. Thank you to everyone that has liked, commented, subscribed, and gave donations. All right, Pisceanos, happy Sunday. Oh, it's Father's Day. Happy Father's Day. It just came to me. Shout out to all the dads out there. Shout out to all the dads that have crossed over. Mine has crossed over, but happy Father's Day. All right, let's do 3 of these. This is And That's the Tea. We got the Emperor here, the ultimate father. Honestly, that's what reminded me of it because it is a father figure. So let's see. Spirit. Angels. Ancestors and higher beings. Please help me with this message today for my beautiful Pisces people. My Pisceanos. What messages do we have for Pisces? We got stringing you along. Mr. Fake Nice Guy. Hit the brakes and sugarcoating. We got number 38, 45, 7, and 11 for my numerology people. So this is in the position of why everything is happening. You kind of hit the brakes with a situation or a person, like meaning you put a stop to it. You went skirt. Yeah. So to me, that skirt sound is when you see impending danger or you feel that you're about to put yourself in a situation that is not in your benefit. And it has to do with someone's behavior because I can feel it. And you hit the brakes on it. You do the pump, and you not the pump. You just stop the situation. And I'm going to get deeper into this. I got stringing you along. This is in your overall energy. You have an amazing sense of intuition, Pisces. I know you love to see the good in people, and people can be great. They can be, and I'm not going to bash your person here and say that they're the worst, but they probably have some form of potential. But you're picking up on something else. There's some form of stringing you along, meaning you kind of feel like they're just saying or doing what they have to do in order to get close to you. And then you're kind of feeling like something is not going to roll in your benefit, Pisces. So, your intuition is strong. This is your confirmation. Yes, somebody is, I'm going to say being a punk. I'm going to say, because that's what I feel like. I feel like instead of them being honest and truthful, they want to be, they're sugarcoating here. It's just pretend like everything is great and everyone is wonderful and everything is rainbows and butterflies and sunshines, and that's great. When you see a person that's acting like they, they say everything right. They put a lot of sugar into the situation. They may say a lot of things about God, like they have changed, and they're good people. But, there's something that goes on with you. You may look like this cute little Kit Kat. You may. A lot of Pisces people are very good looking, very cute, very adorable. Sometimes that's the fake out Pisces. Because they don't know how vicious you really could be, how strong your cold game, your distance game, like when you're not feeling a situation or you're not vibing with a person, how you can easily cut that string and leave that person hanging there with the string wondering what happened. So this is what I'm feeling. I feel like a person is standing there wondering what happened. I thought I had Pisces. I thought they were cute, cuddly, and they really like to rub on me and, be all on top of me. And now it's like, where are they? Where's my string? I don't even have a string anymore. It's like you out of nowhere, that cute and cuddly, cat just left. I love cats because cats are the epitome of indifference. I love that saying. They are the epitome of indifference. They can love you one minute, and then the next moment it's like you mean nothing. You mean nothing to them. So let's keep going, Pisces, because I'm going to tell you the truth on what I feel here. I don't feel like this person, for some of you, especially if they're narcissists, it's over, it's done. But for a lot of you, this is a big lesson. Sometimes people come into our lives so that we can figure out how quickly we learn the lesson, how quickly we can figure things out, or do we go down the same path of being that cute and cuddly kitten that just follows the string until, you fall off the cliff. It's an energy. All right, here it is, Mr. Fake Nice, Pisces. So this isn't your challenge. The universe wants you, let's play a game, Pisces. Can you figure this out? Is this person being honest, real, or are they pretending? And a lot of times it's not that they're completely bad, and that's what I'm feeling. It's not that. It's just that sometimes you're also brought into a person's life to help them figure out when they're being fake and when they really need to speak the truth. Stop sugarcoating the situation. Let's be honest. Let's be truthful. Say it how it is. It is what it is. At this point, Pisces, this person has no other choice because I just feel a sense here like you're just not, you hit the brakes. So you're just not vibing with them. You distance yourself. I don't even care if you're in the same room. You could be in the same room and be so incredibly not there. So this person has a hallelujah, throw it in the air ball moment where it's like the universe is challenging them to stop being so fake and start being honest and see how much further you get with Pisces. And that's what I'm feeling here. I got the Emperor and the Tower. I gotta say, because it's Father's Day, because I felt what I felt, and I am seeing the Emperor, the ultimate father figure, I feel like a lot of you are becoming the father maybe that you didn't have, or maybe that you lost in some way. Sometimes and some of you may have one, and that's what the presence is here. Like, don't mess with this person because you're going to have to hear from this, man figure, this father figure. I don't even care. This could be somebody that you're dating as well. Because sometimes people can take ownership of you, and so not ownership of you, but they can, be defensive of you. Like, don't come for my person. I will ruin you. I will destroy you. And it's nice because I do feel a very protective man. A lot of times the Emperor is a man. So even for my males, there could be some man out there that's very protective. That's beautiful if you have a father like that. And if you don't, you're becoming that father. You're being very protective of yourself. And in a way, I feel like this is a challenge. This is what we're doing here, Pisces. This is the name of the game. It's not falling for, or not that you fell for a lot, but some of you have. Let's be real. But your insight, your intuition, your gifts are so developed that it's like, number one, the test is for you to acknowledge and see past all the beautiful things of a person. Look at the pretty flowers. Look, they all looked all groomed. Nice suit. You look good. But you feel something. You know something. This person is being in some way with the sugarcoating and Mr. Fake Nice fake. That's the word I'm going. I'm sticking with it. You need substance in your life. You need reality. The Pisces needs reality. Yes, that's how bad it is. We love reality. Let's see here. Some of you may have just are developing. Oh, the test is also for them. That's what I meant to say. Yes, the test is also for them to be honest with themselves. I think for the first time in life, they're going to look at a person that didn't fall for their stuff and they're wondering why. So they're going to put on the fakeness even more because they're going to try even harder. But for the first time in life, they ran into a person that's not buying it. I'm not buying it. I don't feel like this is you. Like there's something here this person does is very fake. And I'm trying to get deeper into it. I think they don't even know what they like. They're like easily influenced, like easily. Like let's say somebody likes techno music, right? And they never listened to techno before. And it's like now they love techno. And you hear it, but you can see it's like you don't really like it. I know you from the past. You like some R&B. Why are you switching it up now? And people can change their palate, but there's something here that's telling me this person is just following another person that they're trying to emulate or trying to be like. So you read all these things, you see all these things. Whoever the person is close to or around at the time or seen online is the person that they tried to be. And that gives you even more of a feeling of, oof, no, I can't be. Yeah, you're not my cup of tea. You can't even listen to them. It's an example. You can't even listen to the music you like because you're too busy pretending. Yeah, it just doesn't feel right, right? All right. Let's start a new spread. I like this. I'm going to tell you why. For a lot of you, not all of you, there's so many of you. Like I said, some of them, narcissists, cut them off. Be the father. Get out of my house. You know what I mean? And then there's some that this is going to be a big learning lesson for the both of you, and I explained why. So let's see. Spirit, tell me more. We got the 4 of Pentacles, Justice in reverse, 2 more. Five of Cups reverse, and the 8 of Wands. What are we talking about, Willis? Do it one by one. See if I get more. Sometimes it. One. So this is in your overall energy. This is someone who's very tight-lipped, very quiet, and I did feel that energy. Like maybe to hit the brakes, like you skirted, meaning it's. I know it's a noise, but I'm trying to make you feel it. Like you saw some form of danger, and then you're holding back. You see some red flags in a situation and now you're just keeping to yourself. You're being very private at this time. Like I feel like you're not telling people a lot about yourself, a lot about what you're feeling, a lot about what thoughts you're having, a lot about where you're going. A lot of times I see those pentacles on the feet of you're not telling people where you're going, whether this is in work or a physical, like I'm going to the bar, the club, I don't know where you go, but you're not telling, you're being very tight-lipped about the things that you're doing because you felt some some danger with the hit the brakes. So maybe you were forthcoming. Maybe you were trying to open up with a person, but you saw where it was getting you in trouble. So you kind of hit the brakes on that, Pisces. I also got Justice here in the reverse. I think you didn't feel that you were getting treated the way you wanted to get treated. And I did feel the energy where you need to be very careful, especially with the Pisces, because the Pisces will treat you the way you've treated them. And I feel this energy of you knowing that it was unfair. Maybe how much time you gave, maybe you sharing your thoughts, your emotions, being forthcoming. Now I understand why you hit the brakes. Like you felt like, it's like the energy of a person that you talk to on a deep level, right? And then they don't say anything deep back. It's all superficial, right? And what happens? Natural reaction is, oh, you're not someone that I should talk to because you'll probably judge me. I don't have the judgment, but you probably judge me. or, you're just not that deep for me. You're just not my type. You're just not the type of person that I can vibe with, because a Pisces, and if there's one thing that, I don't care how ugly it looks, I don't care how bad it's been, if you can be honest with a Pisces will like you even more. And that's the truth. Because they know you're not all put together like this. They know that you're pretending. All right, we got the Five of Cups. This is the energy of something bad did happen and you don't care. You might have cared, and this is what this could be saying. Like, you might have cared. You gave a ish. You didn't get the response that you needed or wanted. You hit the brakes, and now you're indifferent. Now I don't care anymore. I do have the Eight of Wands here. This is moving somewhere, going somewhere. A lot of messages. Give me 1 second. I feel like you're gonna... Okay. It's like you're keeping to yourself, you're laying low, you hit the brakes on a situation, you're kind of seeing that this is, important for you and your safety not to continue this. Something was being very unfair. You have this energy of indifference that I think is making somebody even more nice to you, or trying to be, or want to be. This could be coming up for a lot of you in the future as well. It's because they don't know how to read you. They don't know what's going on. There's a mystifying energy. It's very mysterious here, Pisces. But it doesn't have to be so mysterious. It's very clean and cut and to the point. You are treating someone the way they treated you. You're not giving to a person that's not giving to you. It's very simple. You're not feeling this person the way you felt them before. And now it's the energy of, I need Pisces to pay attention to me. I'm being nice, fake nice, sugarcoating the whole situation. Meaning they're never, and this is the sadder part. I'm not going to say never, because I never say never, but how can you be open with a person that cannot speak the truth? Like, why are you pretending? Who are you pretending for? Are you on the Truman Show and you think that you're on a show and you need to act a certain way? Pisces don't respond to that. So I feel like somebody's going to push you into saying the thing that you're not supposed to say. Now, there's a difference between getting triggered, and then there's another thing between having to say this thing for this person to learn the lesson or open up. You don't want to hurt people. But you have no problem being, as quote unquote, the bad guy. You'll be the bad guy. I'm getting the Joker. And I don't know why, but I'm feeling the Joker energy. And I have used the Joker with you guys a lot. Because what is the Joker? The Joker is an amazing character. He wasn't always bad. But he got pushed. He was trying to be normal. He was trying to be nice. He was trying to be respectful of other people. And he got dissed a lot. He got beat up. Literally, figuratively, mentally, all of it. He was walking around with a problem. He had a disorder. You would think people who knew that he had a disorder would be more empathetic. And I'm not saying you have a disorder. A lot of you may just have traumas, PTSDs, and whatever this is, anxieties and worries. And you would think people would understand or be more empathetic to it. They didn't. They weren't. And it's not, look, I'm going to tell you this. Like, I could feel this person for a lot of you. It's just that they've never been open that way. This is the universe's way of opening them up. This is a big lesson that I'm feeling here. I told you, one, for you, to recognize game and recognize when someone has great qualities, but is also not being honest with themselves and is so hindering this relationship. And two, for this person to finally be honest. You can't walk around pretending to be something that you're not. How do you live a life fulfilled like that? It's not fulfilling. This is a good thing. This encounter that they've had with you is a very good thing. All right, Spirit, tell me more. Look at this, Pisces. Look at your energy. I will not be affected. I will not be bothered. And it's not that you're, got the Devil card. It's not that you're trying so hard. Oh, there's the Judgment. I did feel that. The judging energy. Like somebody's very judgy. You might have felt that as well too. And I was like, oh, I don't like people that judge like that. That only see a small spot and don't see the bigger picture in a situation. Like I don't mess with people like that. But let me get into this real quick. When you're in the Two of Swords, not that you're trying, you're doing it. You're not allowing outside forces to affect the way you're thinking or where you're feeling. So this test that the universe, we got justice and judgment here, is giving to you, you're passing it. Why do I say that? Because sometimes you have to be the person that does the thing that most people can't see. Can you tell? Like if this wasn't there, would you be able to tell? Like, look, you have flowers. Look, you got a suit on. Oh, look how sweet. Oh, look at the sweet things that they say. Sometimes you got to be the one to hit the brakes in a situation. And maybe because it's Father's Day, I am getting a fatherly energy of an example. And this is my boyfriend's father. My boyfriend went through and is still going through things medically. And I don't want to say the whole story, but basically there was a point where we had 4 doctors, 4 nurses, and everyone was saying one thing. And he dared to say what he knew. He was a pharmacist too, so he kind of knew things. And he was expecting certain results and stuff and tests to be done before we came to certain conclusions. So it was very, me not knowing things, I wouldn't know. I just follow what the doctor and the nurse says, especially in a scary situation. But he stuck to his guns and he knew what he knew. He was waiting for they didn't give him the information. And when the information came, he was right about it. When everything was said and done, he was right. He stuck to his gun. He stood up to doctors and nurses at a very crucial time. They didn't like him. They all looked at him like, they gave him the bad eye, the evil eye. They were giving it to me because I was associated with him. There was one point where he was on the phone talking to them, and I had him on FaceTime, and they told me to hang it up. And I felt the energy behind this person that knew that you're not going to silence me because you don't like what I'm saying or what I'm feeling or what I'm picking up here. And so I didn't. I left it there, and I got so much hate for that. But that's the point of it. It's just standing to your convictions. And it's not with no information. There's information. There's a feeling. There's just a knowing sometimes. You guys pick up things a lot of different ways. And sometimes it is very, what's the word? Logical. We've lost logic sometimes. Like, where's the evidence? Where's the paperwork? And that's what I'm picking up here. It's like, for some of you, this is logical. This is going back to the days when we had logic. Emotional intelligence as well is big. And a lot of times people, they lose that. And I don't know why. I really don't know. But we're going back to it. All right. Let's see here. Justice and the Queen of Wands, both reversed. I don't know if someone sees your sexuality as not right, or you see their sexuality like there's something wrong with the way they view this. A lot of times Queen of Wands is attention seeking to me. So there's something here about sexuality that feels very unfair, or someone feels that it's unfair, and I'm not quite clear. I'll throw one more out. Let's see. Knight of Cups. You may not be giving yourself to a person and they feel like they've been very nice. But we know more here, Pisces. And it's not, again, I don't think this, I feel like if the universe is putting this person in the table with you, there's chances here, Pisces. There's a chance for this person to open up and become real and honest about a situation. No, you don't have to give it up just because someone's being nice to you. So I don't know what that means. I don't know if somebody bought you a gift or gave you something and then they thought that there would be more coming out of this. Like, you don't owe people anything, is the feeling. All right, let's go here. The indifference energy with the Devil. So this is about obsession. This is about, it could be also very sexually desiring, Pisces. Like, this indifference is very sexy on you. Woo! I just felt it. This indifference, I told you, this person has never really ran into another person that told them, no, I don't believe you. Say, but look at me. Look at the flowers. Look at the sugar that I'm saying. Look at the love that I'm the knight in shining armor. I'm everything. I've done things for you and I'm going to continue to do things for you. And you're like, meh. Oh, yeah, that's nice. But there's something I'm not connecting with, something I'm not feeling. It's the honesty, Pisces. Ooh, when you get real intimate with a person, when you could feel them really work through or awaken to who they really are and why they really do the things that they do. That's intimate. But for now, you're indifference. You're not caring. If it happens, it does. I don't know. If I go on the trip with you, I go. You know, if I call you, oh, I didn't call you yesterday. I ran late. That's all making this person even more. It's that mystifying energy, Pisces. All right, let's see here. For your future. Not for everyone. But for some of you, you will say that thing or you will make the move where someone's really going to get the point and they're not going to be able to take the realism of it. It's very hard for a person to open up and realize that they've been being fake this entire time because sometimes they don't even know. They thought that person that they were copying was really them. But they didn't really know. So if that's for some of you. It may close them up and then they may say, okay, well, Pisces said some things I don't really like and that's not me and I don't really care and I'm moving on. For some though, I don't feel that for everyone. Let me do one more. For some, it could just mean that they're stopping, that they will stop. They will stop trying to be fake. It could mean that. But let me see. What is the outcome here? Woo-hoo, Pisces. I'm hearing that song and what love won't do, you do for love. You try everything, but you won't give up. In my world, only you made me do for love what I would not do. Some of you have a chance, Pisces. Not that you're indifferent. So you be like that kitty cat. 1 minute, it's cute and cuddly, I want to cuddle. And then I'm like, I feel nothing. This is how it happens. You're not going to push a person to do anything. They have to figure this out on their own. This is their universe that's testing them to wake up. You want to be a better person? Here's your chance. The opportunity of a lifetime is right here. If you do this right, you open new doors of opportunities in love, good luck, good fortune for you. If you don't, you'll stay stuck. You'll keep running away from what the real issue is, or people that know and feel that you're wrong and that you're not a good person and you have work, and you're not doing the work and you're just running from it. We got the Lovers and the Magician, Pisces. This is all about coming from a place of love. You know, people, when they come from a place of love, it doesn't always sound pretty, but it's real and it's honest. Magician is turning something negative and making it into a positive. Let's say this is about friendship. Sometimes you don't realize that this clashing or this not feeling a person could lead, if done right in the testing field, to the biggest love of your life, to your bestest friend. Because you guys have been through something where the universe put you in a room and tested you two. And you did it. You both did what you had to do. I always say the ball is in your court, but I feel like the ball is in their court now. You've done everything you can. There's a possibility here, but it's all on how they react. All right, what's the advice? Ace of Wands. Don't stop living, and don't stop believing. I just heard the song. Don't stop believing. Maybe you'll meet somebody else. Maybe somebody else will treat you better. Will listen. Will be easier to work with, because this seems rough. For some of you, they're going to run away from what is being said and what the truth is, and they're going to chuck it up to, oh, you have the problem, and it is what it is. But I do see where there is people that are willing to walk through the world, this universe, and go through the test. This means cooperation. This means something new, something exciting, something creative. We don't want those lame energies from the past, Pisces, that never take ownership for their stuff, who can't accept any criticism, who never acknowledge that they were wrong about a situation. That's not going to ascend you. That's not going to bring you into that next place in life. But this will do it for you. And for some of you, this could be this person. They'll have a new lease on life. They'll see a new way of living. And they'll be more attentive of what the things that you're saying, because they've realized that by listening to you, by hearing you out, by not fighting you and fighting themselves internally, they're learning new things. All right. Let's do career and money. Let's do it with this deck. I think I've been here for a while. You know, I know that song. Oh, make you do for love what I would not do. Spirit, tell me more. We got double Queen of Wands, Pisces, reversed. We got someone that is not okay. I think it's with their sexuality, but it could just be their appearance or they look. Sometimes people have undertones, or they don't feel good with you because they don't feel good about themselves. And it could be a physical thing as well. It could also be, whereas this person gets a cat or tries to have the cat, you are the cat, meaning you do have the 9 lives. You are very mysterious. You can survive many different situations where this person is trying to pretend to be that person, or, and that's what I'm picking up. But let me do more so with the with the career and money. I think you're going to bring out a lot of insecurities of people that you work with. I got that Knight of Swords here. It's going hard, Pisces. You are quick to, if you're not feeling something, if you feel like something is fake or pretending, or it's not going to make you money, you're cutting it off. You're going to address it. People won't like it because people like to coast through situations. They like to pretend that they're good at their job and they're not. And I feel this, and it's like you're cutthroat. I'm not saying you're in a boss energy, but you will show a person where it's like you're lacking, you're slacking. You think that you're going to make it in business or work or whatever this is by your it could be your holiness or your gigolo-ness or your appearance, and that's not how it works. I have the Chariot here. This is going to be the way you make it out of every situation. It's not that you're stunting on people or you're showing up, or you're just real. You're just being more honest. You know what your work is entailing, the details, the things that you have to do, and you're actually implementing it. So a lot of people, you're not going to fall. A lot of times the Chariot in the reverse is a pit, but you're like straying away from it. And the way you're straying away from it is by not being disillusioned by people who are trying to coast or pretending. And you're going to be quick to cut anything that those people do off. And you're moving in a different direction. You don't want to be like these people. You don't want to feel like something or anything owes you. You're willing to put in the work, the effort, and the time to say that I have control over my career and finances. It's not because of this person. It's not because of that person. It's because I got to cut through the smoke. I got to cut through all of it. And I got to see the reality of what it is. All right. Let's do the Oshos. You can't stand people that are just coasting. Like it's like, example would be like the person that's coasting on their appearance or their look. They think that that's going to get them far in life. Meanwhile, they have, they're not doing the best job, right? Spirit, tell me more. Exhaustion. We are the world. Ordinariness and healing. I feel positivity for the majority of you guys out there. I feel like somebody is going to feel very tired of pretending. Like I see this guy here and they look exhausted. They're in a robot, right? It's almost like they're just going through the motions. They're doing the things they think they need to do and they're feeling exhausted by it. This could be this person. This could also be you. Like you're tired of it. You're done with it. You're recognizing it as something that you just don't want to be programmed to do anymore. So I do feel, especially if we're talking about this person in particular, we are the world means I'm willing to do something different. I'm willing to close out this cycle and be different and, stop tiring myself with pretending that I'm fine and everything is okay and I'm something that I'm not. So I am feeling this. And then I got ordinariness. It takes a strong person to be able to admit that they were not being open to their issues or receptive to it. So I feel hope for a lot of you. I do. Again, I feel like your thing though is that indifference feeling. Like it is what it is, that cat feeling, And then as you go, it's the universe that will challenge them even more. I got the 6 of Swords here. Like, I don't care. I don't know who this person is, but they cannot run from this lesson. There's actually a moment here. Wow. 8 of Cups, Pisces. This is double. Where are you going? Where are you going? You can't go. You can't go nowhere. You can't run from this. When the universe sets a podium for you or a platform for you, and they want to see your response, pray that they respond well, because or else, it's not your thing. I feel the indifference and I'm feeling it now. Like, you'll just keep living a life that is not worth living. But if you can rise up to the challenge, there's so much that was open for you that I saw, Pisces. So this person cannot run from this moment or this opportunity that the universe is giving them. All right, Pisces, I do have healing here. I do find that, and again, like whether this is just you healing or this person and you both healing, one way or another, you will be healed from this situation. And I think it's because you know that you did your part, and you went right by the universe. You tried. All right, Pisces, I hope you liked the reading. Please like and subscribe, and thank you.